my life, you and me
Hey everybody, how you doing, man? Welcome back to Sports Stuff. I know it's been a minute, but as you can see, we over here repping hard for them Stros and that Sixburg here in the back, man. I've been working hard so I get this video set up for you guys. This shit is not easy. Plus, I had to get some new equipment and stuff like that, but that's irrelevant. We're here now. Let's get into it, guys. I haven't been here in a minute. So, just a few things that I want to touch on. Houston Astros, 2022 World Series champions, which is always good. Wanted to give you guys an update to what my betting has been looking like. If you guys have been following Take 5 on the Instagram, which thank you guys so much for subscribing to Instagram. If you have been subscribed to Instagram, it's cementblock_productions. Cementblock_productions. If you want to go check it out. If you check out the Instagram, I have a Take 5 bet. So I place a bet on 5 college football teams and 5 NFL teams. And that is with the lines. And it's from the lines for the week. I usually try to wait, but it's usually the lines around like Thursday. So sometimes the lines change. However, though, currently right now my standings for college, which, gonna be honest, could be way better. I've been having a rough 2 weeks, but it's okay though, because I don't do parlays. I place them as single bets, but you can do whatever you want. I'm currently 18, 15, and 2. So that's 18 wins, 15 losses, and 2 pushes. Thanks a lot, LSU, Arkansas. Fucking dog shit. Anyway, and in the NFL standings, I'm currently 21, 8, and 2. Your boy's been slanging his thing around. I've been getting his money in this NFL, boy. But it always seems like the more we know, the less we know. And as a good point for that, nice little beep, 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 transition, this is a Hold My Nuts bet update. If you guys have been following the show for a while, which I hope you have, we got older episodes. Me and my old co-host, TJ, had a segment called Hold My Nuts, where we bet peanuts on things that we thought. Now, this is just right after the draft, by the way, just to let you know how early on it was. And these were a couple predictions that we made before the season started. So, my first Hold My Nuts prediction. The Houston Texans will be last in the AFC South. I don't know if you guys watch football, but I'm looking pretty good on that one, not going to lie. I just figured that, they had a lot of holes and they're really not good, especially in the quarterback position. The offensive line is not doing very well, as always. The defense somehow got worse than last year, but you definitely see a lot of bright spots. That kid, Damian Pierce, definitely is doing his thing. So it's always nice to see that. And Derek Stingley looks like he's going to be good, man. But you got to go in for a quarterback. You guys are going to have 12 draft picks this year in the draft. Got to use one of them on a QB. Got to. Also need a pass rusher. Need some O-line help. Some wide receivers will be good since Brandon Cooks is showing his ass on the internet. Okay, here we go. One that Tommy said. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders will dominate the AFC West. And for y'all wondering what dominate is, that means that they'll both be number 1 and number 2 in the AFC West. And the next number 3 will be at least 3 games behind, which because he also put that the Los Angeles Chargers would be dead last. So that means that the Denver Broncos will be 3 games back from the Raiders. And let's just assume, right? Let's go into a fantasy world. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. The Kansas City Chiefs first. Raiders half or a game back or whatever. Then you got Denver Broncos 3 games back past that. And then the Chargers at dead last, however many games back. You know what I mean? Raiders are dead last right now. So Tommy is not looking good on that one. Chiefs are definitely studs, so he was right about that. Because I'm going to be honest, I bucked him on that one. I said KC will not be number one. I said literally anyone else. I said it's either going to be the Raiders or the Broncos because I fell for the Russell Wilson hype before the season started. As me and a lot of pundits and a lot of other people are having to eat so much crow. So much crow. Like, I'm having to eat all of it. I'm having to just eat all of it. But, hey, that's the thing. You know what I mean? You have expectations, and they let you down and cost you lots of money and make you cry just a little bit. But that's irrelevant, guys. That's not important. What's important is Tommy was also wrong, so he's going to have to hold my nuts so far. I said Tampa Bay will not be number one in the NFC South. Week 10 just finished, and they are stiffly in first place somehow with a record of 5-5. 5 wins and 5 losses. You heard me correctly. 5-5. What are we doing? What sort of imagination land are we in right now? Like, for real. This is insane, man. I just don't know. It's upsetting. I'm sorry for blowing your eardrums out, but it's just ridiculous, man. Like, honestly, that whole division is dog shit. NFC and AFC going south is what it should be called. Anyway, my last hold my nuts, which I'm also looking very good on. The Miami Dolphins will have a better record than the New England Patriots. Looking very good on that one right now. Miami leads the AFC East. In the AFC Beast, the Miami Dolphins, that's right, Tua Tagovailoa is number one in the AFC Beast. That's with the Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills. Okay? They're above them. All right? Second place, the New York Jets, which, by the way, I just got me a Sauce Gardner jersey. Be on the lookout next week. I'm definitely going to be wearing it. It's not a jersey. It's the jersey. For those of y'all that don't know what a jersey is, it's a shirt jersey. It's cheaper, but it also still shows my support. I know what y'all are wondering. You're like, Boogie, you got on Astros gear? You got on Pittsburgh Steelers stuff back there? Stellar stuff? And yet you're over here talking about Sauce Gardner. You ain't no real fan. Listen, guys. I'm a fan of good players. I'm a fan of good football. And Sauce Gardner, I ain't gonna lie, I've been a little bit on tip. Just a little bit. But I've been on his shit ever since he was over there in Cincinnati in college, man. He's been great. Funny enough story. They didn't even think that he was going to start. They thought he was too small. He started as a true freshman and went ape shit. And then went number one overall, man. Come on now, guys. Come on now, son. Like, he's doing the goddamn thing. And I'm glad they picked him up. I was actually hoping that the Houston Texans weren't going to pick up Sauce Gardner. Instead, they got Derek Stingley. Which, I'm not saying Derek Stingley's bad, but I'm just saying Sauce Gardner looks like a dude. But that's irrelevant. That's all the updates for the Hold My Nuts mid-season bet update. So far, like I said, I'm looking good on 1, 2, 3. I'm looking good on 3, but Tommy has me on 2. I'm going to see if I get him back at the end of the season for an episode, just for the Hold My Nuts segment. I'm going to go over these bets that I had real quick. Just a couple, just to touch on some. Not too long, just a few that disappointed me that I did not see coming. LSU -3 at Arkansas. This is starting off in college. LSU -3 at Arkansas. I thought initially, right, when I placed this bet, I was like, oh my God, Vegas wants to give me money. They just want to hand me money because I deserve it, because I work hard, because I'm so good. They just want to give me money. I could not have been more wrong. They made me look like a real dipshit. And it's okay. I'm okay with that. But I took LSU -3. They won by 3. Thank you, LSU Tigers. So much for my push on that one. And also, man, I have been pounding the Texas Longhorns for like 6 weeks now, man. They came so close to Alabama. So Alabama didn't cover. They won me some money there. Then, the next thing I know, oh, by the way, beat the dog shit out the Oklahoma Sooners. Beat the dog shit out of them. Won me some money. Then, they choke against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And I was like, you know what? First game on the road for Quinn Ewers. He'll get better. It's okay. Rookie mistakes, they happen. He's going to be better. Then TCU comes into your house, which in college football, everybody knows the rule of the game. They're moving, right, to the SEC next year. Alabama doesn't lose at home. Georgia does not lose at home. Two top-tier teams in the SEC, okay? Don't lose at home. Because you're supposed to defend your house. When people come to your house, they're supposed to have fear. The atmosphere is supposed to be electric, and y'all aren't supposed to lose. Under Steve Sarkisian, I think they're like 8-3 or some shit. 8-4, I think, something like that. Ridiculous in the last 11 games. I think it's 8-3. And it's like, the fuck, man? Who's gonna be scared to come into Austin, motherfucking Texas, and be afraid? Nobody. Nobody. And that's exactly what the TCU Horned Frogs did. That's what they throw up, by the way, if you ever see them in the stands. This is the Horned Frogs. TCU went into Austin, Texas. They're from Fort Worth. I think it's like just a couple hours drive, like 4 hours, something like that. But irrelevant. Still, this is your home stadium. You're supposed to win that fucking game. TCU +7 at Texas. TCU wins by 7. So not only did Texas not win, oh my God, it's just like, not only did Texas not cover, they didn't even win the goddamn football. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I like to apologize to Ohio State, the Buckeyes. I took the 40.5 with Indiana. And I like to apologize because I knew better. I did. I told my brother right before game time, I'd already locked in my bet. And I told him, I said, I should have took Ohio State. Immediately. I immediately regretted it. I said, I should have took Ohio State. And I didn't. And I deserved my loss. And I took that L. And I ate it heartily. Jumping on over the NFL to two more teams. First game ever in Munich, Germany. Man, I've been on the Geno Smith train a minute. I ain't gonna lie, man. Geno Smith has been getting me my paper. He's been making me money. And Tom Brady has not. However, Tom Brady favored by 2.5 in Munich, Germany. Covers, wins, beats up on Geno Smith and them Seattle Seahawks, man. Their defense came back out of nowhere. Villa had a great fucking game. Tariq Woolen had a good game, but Kenneth Walker III, they limited him. He was doing rough. It was tough. It was very tough. The only other game that I lost there, I took Jacksonville +9.5 at Kansas City. Only because, interesting stat, every home game that Kansas City has had so far, they have not covered this year. So I was like, you know what? I've seen okay things out of Trevor Lawrence. I've seen good things out of Travis Etienne, which, by the way, another funny thing about the Hold My Nuts update. In that episode, Tommy says, they ain't got no goddamn running backs over in Jacksonville. And he mispronounces Travis Etienne's name so bad. I can't even remember what it is. Go back and listen to that. Oh my God. It was recounting the NFL draft and the NBA playoffs. Oh my God. It was so good. So good. He mispronounced it so terribly. But, yeah, I've been seeing good things out of them, man. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't really see too many. I mean, obviously I saw bad things out of, Trevor Lawrence. But you definitely see improvement. You see improvement, and that's all you can really hope for. You know what I mean? That's all I kind of wanted to touch on this week. Like I said, I've been gone for a while. I've been having to buy a whole bunch of new equipment and stuff like that, as you can tell. Like I said, getting the studio set up. I had to get some lights, get a camera, all this good jazz. My computer melted. It was just a lot. But now we're back on track. We're going to get back going on this again, guys. So be on the lookout on Fridays for these episodes. And if you want to check it out, man, when this episode comes out, go to the Instagram, cementblock_productions, and you can see my Take 5 bets right there for both college football and NFL. So if you want to gamble along with me, come on down. Because I'm not going to reveal any of my picks on here. You know what I mean? You got to come on down time. Just come on down time. and come ride with your boy, man. Let's win some money together, and let's get it done. I want to thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the intro. You know what I mean? I just put that on there. So thank you guys a bunch, and I hope to see you next week.
My life, you and they too.